the cherished, tender tissues that embody both sensuality and sustenance have actually become a burden for so many women. Our A, B, C, and double D cups are lifted, separated, inflated, examined, and enshrined. Our breasts ebb and flow with the moon, the hormonal tides of birth. They are strapped down, they're pushed up, and all the while, they are discouraged from their biological calling. For those of us, for those women that live in fear of breast density, fibroids, and tumors, breasts have become a liability. There is an estrogenic epidemic in our erogenous zone, and our breasts are reacting. Worldwide, every 23 seconds, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer. And it all starts as young ladies. As young women, we are taught to keep our bodies respectable, that we must keep them polite by applying antiperspirant, primping with perfume, popping birth control pills, and these primping paraben products create artificial estrogens that accumulate in the soft, lymphatic, fat-filled tissue of our glandular orbs. And this altar of our apocrine glands pulls in pollutants like a pair of sponges, recording the history of our diet, drug use, dentistry, deodorant, drinking water, home decor, dry cleaning, and decades of DDT residue accrue with bromide, benzene, chloride, radiation, parts per million of pesticides, and fluoride. Estrogen is experiencing hormonal havoc right now. We have xenoestrogens. Those are the foreign estrogens, xeno being foreign. We have metalloestrogens. Those are the metal estrogens. And mycoestrogens, myco being fungal. So we have xenoestrogens, metalloestrogens, and mycoestrogens accumulating, unmetabolized in our body, altering gene expression in ways that make breasts vulnerable. But breast cells can regenerate. So today we're going to go into the etiology of breast imbalances. We're going to look at promising protective mitochondrial medicine. We're going to learn strategies to regenerate our breast tissue, to release excess estrogen, stimulate the lymph, and strengthen connective tissue. In this past century, our beloved mothers have experienced, quite frankly, completely disastrous experimental medicine. For example, really in attempts to control the wily female hormones of the feminine mystique, our mothers' bodies have trialed drugs like thalidomide for nausea. In an attempt to prevent miscarriages, doctors prescribed off-label use of DES, that's diethylstilbestrol, to 5 million pregnant women. And 46% of these women develop breast cancer, and their daughters developed vaginal cancer when they were 10 years old. And this was continued for years in livestock feed. And then just even in recent decades, it was continued in Brazil, and there was children, like 2-year-old boys developing breasts, and then they found out, you know, the DES got mixed up in livestock feed, and there's been a lot of suffering. So our mothers' generations, they were the first to try the birth control pill, Valium. They tested crude hormone replacement therapy. They experienced increased cesareans, episiotomies, lumpectomies, thyroidectomies, mastectomies, and hysterectomies. And then there was the whole thing of let's encourage formula, let's discourage breastfeeding. So some of our mothers were injected with estrogen to dry up their breast milk. And that was disastrous too, of course. But we now know that breastfeeding is great. Well, we should have known that before, but we know that breastfeeding prevents breast cancer. Not all the time, but it definitely helps. And it helps because when we breastfeed, it contributes to the full growth and development of our breasts. Breasts are not actually developed until the late stages of the late stages of pregnancy. So you have to go through puberty, but if you don't breastfeed, there's still a part of the breast that isn't fully developed. And I remember when I was breastfeeding, I was just like, whoa, these things are alive. Felt like I had like 2 puppies like active on my chest now. So breastfeeding is important because it develops our breasts and it builds our child's immune. And the really cool thing, because of course life is about giving and receiving, is that we're able to build our child's immune. And as Donna Gates talks about, we're able to build their immunity and give them the beneficial bacteria. But what is also little known is that our breasts receive the benefits of that good bacteria passing through the ductal passages. So the breast ductal passages receive the benefits of that flora. And in our culture, our breasts receive misguided Las Vegas adulation while their biological purpose gets shrouded. And our breasts, along with their role of being undervalued, even though they sustain life, are also, as it turns out, our breasts are like canaries in a coal mine, detecting our environmental invasions, storing the toxins of our trespasses for decades. Our breasts are barometers for the changing atmosphere of our planet. And health professionals report increased infertility, increased miscarriages, record-breaking bra and breast sizes that have never been seen before on the planet. We also have earlier menopause and earlier puberty. Gold, glittery maxi pads are now marketed to 8-year-olds. It's actually like a whole marketing category. And all of this is related to the residual results of marinating in the industrial flotsam of the massive amount of man-made chemicals that are now on the planet. What we also know now is that breast cancer, most breast cancers, are not inherited, but acquired through cell mutations. So prophylactic mastectomies, while a strategy for some, may be overrated because women that carry the BRCA1 or BRCA2 gene, which means breast cancer 1 or breast cancer 2 gene, those women do not inherit breast cancer. They inherit the risk. And what we also know now is that even if you carry that gene, a secondary mutation must form before tumors form. So if you have that genetic link, before a tumor forms, you must acquire a secondary cell mutation. And as Dr. Christy Garner spoke about yesterday, we can defy our DNA. Confounded by causes, doctors tout that the best prevention is early screening through mammography. However, mammography is actually a 50-year-old technology. Now, if we think about the technological advances we've had in the past 50 years, it's incredible. I mean, we can video call people. Remember when we were kids, it's like, imagine if I could call you and see your face. So we've had these advances, but mammography remains the same. It is archaic and deeply flawed. It scans for cancer by blasting radiation, radiation being a proven environmental cause of breast cancer. They're often shy about claiming what chemicals are causing what, but radiation has been proving. So it blasts radiation 1,000 times greater than a chest X-ray into breasts at 40 pounds of pressure, compressing the breasts. Oh my God, I forgot about my PowerPoint. Hold on. Okay, this 1948 photo of a model, that cloud is DDT. This is from an ad or a propaganda showing, hey, I can eat and be totally sprayed with DDT. It's so safe. One of the handful of chemicals to only be banned, like there's not been a lot of chemicals that have been banned. That one has been banned and it still shows up. She's eating a hot dog too, but anyway. This is mammography. That older picture painting is of one of the first X-rays, breast X-rays, and this is what we have going on right now for mammography. So 40 pounds of pressure, 1,000 times more radiation than a chest X-ray, compressing the breast, often painfully, and it can contribute to a lethal spread of cancer cells, should they exist. Mammography also increases your risk of breast cancer by 1 to 3% every time you have one. So if you diligently do 10 years of mammography, you've increased breast cancer risk by 10 to 30%.